But it began a whole challenge for him, and he's a person that loves to be challenged. I mean, every minute of his day, he's working at, 120%. He's just that kind of guy, very powerful guy. And I think he loved the idea of being able to express himself lyrically, and as it happens, he turned out to be pretty darn good at it.
So you get a page of lyrics from Neil, and what's your process for interpreting that?
Well, he gives me a few pages of lyrics. Alex and I sit down, we read them, and we just read them and try to get a vibe from them. We discuss them amongst each other and see, how we feel about them, which ones are stronger, which ones resonate with us. And if they don't resonate with us, it's not a question of going back to him and saying, these don't resonate with us. We just let it be, and we start writing. And sometimes a song that didn't resonate with you before, suddenly when you find a chord combination, I'll just pull it over and start singing it, and all of a sudden there's a connection, and it has a whole different meaning. All of a sudden it just feels very different. And some lyrics, right from the beginning, Alex and I will just go, oh, these are great. And we just sit down, and there's something that just happens chemically. It just kind of charges us, and I'll write a melody for it, and then we'll build a song around that. And he's incredible to work with in terms of writing and editing. He gives me free total range on his lyrics. So if there's only one chorus in that whole song, or 3 lines that I love, I'll pull those 3 lines out and I'll write something for it, and I'll go back to him and say, look, I love these 3 lines. I can really make them happen, but I can't do anything with the rest. And he'll go, okay. And he'll go back and he'll start thinking about it in a different way, and he'll write more stuff. And, he's just incredibly balanced, and there's no ego involved in working with him at all. He's not possessive about anything he's written. Unlike Alex and I, who get really pissed off. What do you mean you don't like that? But no, he's just a treat to work with.
Is he musical at all, aside from the drums?
He is.
I mean, does he come up with melodies and things? Does that run through his mind when he's doing it?
I think he invents a melody in his head when he's writing lyrics, obviously, but it doesn't really translate to what I do.
And do you guys conflict on different parts of songs? Do you guys fight it out over what it's going to be?
We don't really fight.
No.
We're really boring like that.
In fact, we have a great deal of respect for each other, and we also give each other a lot of latitude, a lot of space when we're working together. And in fact, when we're left to our own devices and we come back in after, your partner's had a chance to work on something, it's always with enthusiasm and excitement. And we seem to really progress well that way.
It doesn't mean we're not critical of each other. No. And I mean, we'll all speak up if we don't agree about a part. I mean, sometimes Alex and I can get a little head-to-head.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking creative tension, because sometimes that's
there's some creative tension sometimes. Yeah. Somebody's laying down a part and you have a strong opinion that part is wrong. You have to air it out, and sometimes that doesn't go down so well because everybody's a little bit possessive about their own parts. But generally, if we try to be as respectful as possible when we're doing that. There's no rants involved. But when we're writing together just one-on-one, sometimes we'll have a difference of opinion, but we just let it pass and see which idea kind of surfaces as the better idea. And the same thing when Neil's laying his drums down, sometimes we'll have an opinion on something he's doing that we feel strongly about, and he'll consider it, and if it works, it works, So we're all like that.
So Canadian.
Yeah.
No confrontation.
When do you know when a song...
Okay, sure, whatever you like. Okay, fine.
When do you know when a song's done?
Well, with me, it's never done, so you have to ask him that question. When do you know when a song's done?
When I buy the record. They still do... They still do that. I still have to buy our records. But Ged promises me on the next one. I get one free
If you're a good boy.
Guitars in hand. Why don't we hear another number from Geddy and Alex Rush?
That's not the actual first note.
Okay. You may have to sing along with me because it's too early to sing the high part of the song. I can learn to resist anything but temptation. I can learn to coexist with anything but pain. I can learn to compromise anything but my desires. I can learn to get along with all the things I can't explain. I can learn to resist anything but frustration. I can learn to persist with anything but aiming low. I can learn to close my eyes to anything but injustice. I can learn to get along with all the things I don't know. You can surrender without a prayer, but never really pray. Pray without surrender. You can fight without ever winning, but never ever win. Win without a fight. La, 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 la. Whoa, whoa, I can learn to close my eyes to anything but injustice. I can learn to get along with all the things I don't know. I can learn to close my eyes to anything but injustice. I can learn to get along with all the things I don't know. Thank you.